demonstrations. Keep up the struggle. Stay in the streets. Dr. King and Rosa Parks, they stayed on them lines days and days and nights. And Huey Newton and them stayed on the streets days and nights. And we had to be long suffering. We can't be short distance runners. They want us to be emotional. They want us to just get excited for a minute. If you're mad, stay mad. And stay mad. Now, let me get back to the letter. I have to break from the script for a moment. I say, in addition, on behalf of the protesters, we will soon file, before this funeral, we will file a motion in federal court for injunctive relief in order to forbid and legally bar by court order the police from taking any more illegal and unconstitutional actions against the demonstrators. We are headed to federal court on your behalf before the funeral to get the tactics that they're using declared barred, that the bullets will stop, the tear gas will stop. They don't know what they're doing. If you're on the sidewalk demonstrating, you have a legal right to do so. That's right. I don't care if it's midnight. There is no curfew in this country. And therefore, you have a legal right to be there. Now, on the first night that I was here, and I did legal observation myself, I witnessed peaceful demonstrators. And these demonstrators were organized partially by the new Black Panther Party. I don't care what rumors are spreading about the new Black Panther Party. They are part of the heart of the streets of what has been going on out here. And I say, give it up a strong black hand. Now, let me say this. If you're on the sidewalk, you have a right to be there. If you want to demonstrate and express your First Amendment rights, your rights to free speech, I don't care if it's 4 o'clock in the morning, you have a right to do so. That's right. You have a constitutional right to do so. And if they violate your rights, somebody's going to pay for it. And somebody's going to stand up for you to stop it. And so if the Constitution is worth the paper that it's written on, come on, then Black Lawyers for Justice is going to make it worth the paper that it's written on. All right. Cease and desist. I'm telling the police chief here, I demand you, and I'm warning you, and I'm warning all of you officers. Yes, sir. Cease and we are demanding that you cease and desist all tactics, all orders, all policies, and procedures that are currently violating the human rights and the constitutional rights of the demonstrators in the Michael Brown demonstrations. You must cease and desist from using unlawful force against lawful demonstrators. You must cease and desist using unlawful force against lawful demonstrators. They have every right to demonstrate. There is no curfew, and you cannot attack people for simply gathering. You are causing irreparable harm to their rights. Lastly, come on over here, Minister Sean. Lastly, we demand you at once release the name and the identity of the officer who gunned down Michael Brown. We want his name. We want his identity. What do we want? When do we want it? Raise your hand if you want his name. Raise your hand if you want his identity.
That's a fake name.
Listen carefully. We are at a critical and strategic moment right now. Listen carefully. Save your energy. You got all night to rock, and you got to rock for several weeks. I say here, lastly, we demand you at once release the name and the identity of the officer who gunned down Michael Brown. The public has a right to know. Shame on the city of Ferguson for hiding his name while publicly exposing everybody else who allegedly committed a misdemeanor or a felony to public scrutiny. Your name is out there if you get arrested. Your name is out there, but the killer of Mike Brown, they said we're hiding him. What kind of justice is this? What kind of city is this? Injustice here is like blood up to the horse's bridle. The officer who shot multiple times and killed Michael Brown should not only be known to the public, but he should be arrested and brought to justice before a court of law at once. Anything less is an injustice, and it will not be tolerated. He should be locked up right now. Where should he be? Where should he be? Locked up. Where should he be? Locked up. The prosecutor was here. He said he want to talk to me. I don't want to talk to no prosecutor. I want you to prosecute and immediately arrest the murderer of Michael Brown, and we'll stand for that. We will stop at nothing less than his arrest and his conviction. That's right. What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
I see some of you police agents right here in the middle of this demonstration.
Talk to him.
You can't even fake like you with us.
Damn shame. Damn shame.
Let me be clear to you before I bring these witnesses on. Y'all with me? Black power.
Black power.
Let me say something. You stand up and you're getting some power. Now let me say this. It is an insult. I handle police cases in Virginia. I handle police cases in Washington, D.C. I handle police cases in Florida and Georgia. And never in any jurisdiction have they stood so strong to conceal the identity of an officer that have committed such an atrocity. The public has a right to know. If you feel you have a right to know who shot and killed Mike Brown, raise your hand.
Yes, sir.
Show your hand.
Yes, sir.
Now listen to this. Listen to this. If they don't release his name, I'm guaranteeing you Black Lawyers for Justice are going to find him and expose his name. We're going to find him and expose his name, and we're going to find him and give everybody his address. And all the demonstrations will lead to his house or his mama's house. Justice has no hiding place. You can't kill and gun our babies down and hide from us. It ain't but 53 officers, ain't but 3 of them black. It ain't but 50 left. We'll find them. We're gonna find him and expose him. And you be wise to beat us to the punch.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Before we get to the punch.
Yeah.
We want his name.
We want his name.
We'll have his address. And we want him locked up. And no prosecutor in this county, in this town, in this city is worth his salt. If you steal a grape from the supermarket, they'll lock you up. What the hell is going on?
If they think you stole a grape,
And you'll be on mugshot.com.
Bear with me, man. We must have his name right away. We're going to find his name and identity, and it will be known before the world. Now, let me do this. I want you to
Listen.
let me bring on my witnesses. I witnessed it myself.
That's right.
I witnessed here about 80 demonstrators on the corner. What corner was that?
Fairmont.
West Florence and Chambers.
Highmont.
Demonstrating
Yeah, Highmont and West.
Demonstrating law-abiding, and I witnessed SWAT teams, armored vehicles, move up to the demonstrators without warning. No one threw a bottle, no one threw a rock, no warning given, and tear gas guns. I tried to walk down the sidewalk.
That's right.
A tear gas gun was pointed directly at my chest.
That's right.
And soon after, the crowd was fired on for no reason.
That's right.
At all whatsoever.
That's right.
And that's why we are going to be filing an injunction in federal court to put the brakes on these police because all they're doing is increasing the tension and increasing the violence. All the police are doing is making people more angry so that they will commit more angry acts.
Yep.
So back up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Long ride.
But since words, let them keep down. Just stay right here on me.
Everybody stay cool. Hey, stay cool. Stay cool.
You can't change the devil. The devil's been the devil from the beginning. He ain't gonna change. Now listen to what I'm saying. Listen carefully, because I gotta bring at least 4 witnesses on.
Hey, let us get through this.
Let us please be careful. This is critical. This is critical. Don't let the devil distract you. Stay right on God. Stay right on God. Now look, now listen to this here. I need your cooperation because when we go to court, I just talked to Attorney Randall Cahill. He's with us, and the other strong lawyers in this town. We need a series of witnesses. Everybody here, anybody here who has been tear gassed, anybody here who has been assaulted, anybody here who have been humiliated by having their First Amendment rights to demonstrate violated by being pushed off this corner. I want you to text this number, 571. This is the Field National Operations Office for Black Lawyers for Justice. 571-223-9329. 9329. I got witnesses here who will tell you about their young sister who was shot in the head. They say she was shot by some of our people. Well, I have contradictory information and testimony to that coming up here. I have testimony that it was within a police area of zone and control, and that she was shot purportedly by undercover police officers. I have witnesses who will come forth with master's degrees, good law-abiding citizens in this area who have been attacked. I want you to give them as much respect as you have given me, because these witnesses are going to make this case. That's right. And they are going to bring this case and keep this struggle alive, not only in the streets, but in the courtroom. Justice has no hiding place.
That's right.
So let me say this. What I'm going to do right now is bring on, after I bring the witnesses on, I'm going right to the police chief. I'm going to take a certain group of representatives with me, and I want you all to remain disciplined. Don't give them any excuse to act like they normally act. Remain disciplined. Remain disciplined in this hour, because it's critical at this point right here. We're going to give them more than what they want. We're going to give them what they deserve. Now listen to this. Before we go serve this notice on the police chief and the mayor, I want to bring on my witnesses here. Where's Miss Tracy White?
Here I am.
Come on, Queen Tracy. Come on, Tracy. This is going to be one of our plaintiffs. This is one of our plaintiffs. She's going to be one of our witnesses. She's going to tell you who she is, her background, and what happened to her as we build our awesome, strong, and powerful lawsuit and motion for injunction to protect all of y'all coming up to this funeral. I don't want to see y'all gassed. I don't know, this look like, what is this? The Edmund Pettus Bridge?
Right.
Is this the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Alabama?
No.
Huh?
No.
Yes.
Look like it.
60.
Let us bring to the witness stand Miss Tracy White, and let's give her a strong hand.
My name is Tracy White, and on yesterday, what I thought was going to be a peace and love march, my son and I went to it. And then the